Pickett versus Daukaus. So Kyle Daukaus, Jamie
It's bumped to
Pickett,
the co-main.
bumped to the co-main. We had Daukaus coming in at 10-2. Good prospect.
I really like Daukaus. I like both of
Daukaus
them.
brothers. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love both Daukaus brothers. Yeah.
That his fight against Brendan Allen, I think, was the first time I saw him fight. And he lost that fight, but like, dude, he showed his heart. Like, that's one of the things we see, right? That's what we always look for. We always talk about it in a prospect is like, how do they deal with adversity and stuff? And that was a punishing fight, and he stuck with it and tried to grit through it. And since then, I've been a fan of his. He did not need it this one.
No, and the thing that I really liked about Daukaus in this one too was just his timing on the takedowns.
Yeah.
Pickett would come in with some big shots or trying to throw some big shots, and he'd time it perfectly to go right underneath it and get some solid takedowns.
It reminded
a lot
me
to think about.
Yeah, it reminded me of GSP always talks about like how there's 3 different types of takedowns, right? There's a proactive one where you set it up with punches and you shoot. Then there's a reactive one, and the reactive one is you set the trap, you throw, you start retreating. You know he's coming in and he's going to throw back, and then as he comes in, that's when you duck under. It's the reactive one, and he baited him into that takedown and just shot straight through him. It was perfect.
Yeah,
it's like, man, if you can make me think of GSP, then you're doing something right. I'm not going to say he's GSP level, but like.
And then the patience that he showed working the Darce, working it in slowly. Now, one of the first things I thought about was like, man, I wonder if Pickett's corner was yelling at him, like telling him, like, dude, like 5 seconds, 3 seconds.
Doesn't matter.
But yeah, Dom Cruz actually did a really good job last night.
Dude, the commentary team was fantastic. I know we shit on me especially shit on the commentary team every week, but no complaint. It was so good.
Yeah, I felt like Dom Cruz did a really good job, and he did a really good job explaining it afterwards. He's like, man, when you're in the middle of a choke, like sometimes you can't hear.
Yeah.
And no matter what they're yelling at you, sometimes you can't hear it.
It bums me out that Pickett had to come out and explain himself in this, which makes me think that people are shitting on him because if you didn't watch it, right, it's 4 minutes and 59 seconds of the first round. There's literally 1 set. He taps and the bell goes off. It's almost like he triggered the bell. That's how quick it was, or how late it was. But it makes me think that people are talking shit to him on like social media and stuff and be like, dude, there was 1 more second. Just hold on. Like some people go to sleep. Why are you tapping to a choke? Did you hear what he said?
What did he say?
Remember Jim Miller when he got that guillotine and who was it against where his tongue was in between his teeth sticking out of his mouth?
Oh, I don't remember. I know which one you're talking about though.
Yeah, but that's what happened. Jamie, you can't see it, but his tongue was out of his mouth in between his mouth guard and the bottom row of his teeth. And he said he felt like he was about to bite through it, so he had to tap. It's like,
oh, shit.
I don't care if there's half a second left. You tap. You don't risk biting your fucking tongue off.
Oh, my God.
So, all respect to Jamie Pickett. I mean,
oh yeah,
submissions should never be thought of as anything other than you got bested. But the fact that he has to come out and explain himself for why he tapped is fucking crazy.
Keyboard warriors.
Yeah, dude, man, could you imagine you're in a Darce choke?
Dude, I would have let myself go out.
Yeah, I would have bit through my fucking tongue. I leave it all out in there. Like, come on, dude. All respect to both of them, man.
Yeah, and like you said, it was a good fight.
And Dominic Cruz did such a good job last night. And I know both of us are so quick to criticize him on commentary.
Dude, I'll be the first one to say I always, I'm not the biggest Cruz fan. I'm not, dude, but he did a really good job.
I don't know if the UFC is listening to like fans who complain about commentators constantly talking about the scorecards in the fights, but there was a moment, I don't remember which fight it was, but Felder's like, and how do you guys have this going into the third? And Dominic Cruz was like, nobody cares about your scorecard, Paul. And like, they just disregarded it. And I was like, thank you. Because ultimately it doesn't matter. I'd rather just talk about the fight, right?
It creates more controversy in the long run. Because you have these fighters that are talking about the scorecards halfway through the fight. So you're like, yeah, makes sense. Definitely up 2-0. And then they end up losing 2-1. You're like, what? So
I also would just like them to be present during the fight and not talking about that because we're missing stuff that's happening in the fight, You know
what? Let's put Sal Diamato right there in the commentary booth too.
Yeah.
Let's
so he can explain himself.
Yeah. All right. You want to move on?
Yeah, I'm glad Pickett is a tough loss coming off on short notice, so hopefully people don't grind him too bad about it. But Daukaus, uh, this was big for him, I think, because the Kevin Holland fight was kind of a weird setback almost, even though he
Yep.
technically won. But I think, was it a no contest or did he get the win off that?
I think it was a no contest.
Okay, as it should have been. Yeah, no contest. But that's got to feel weird in your career, right? You get something like that over a big name like Kevin Holland, and then you're kind of like, well, shit. It's kind of bittersweet, right? And this is probably big for him.
Yeah, good for Daukaus. Hey everybody, Romero and Will here. Thank you so much for watching that short clip. It's just a small clip of what we covered this last Sunday.
Yeah, if you want to check out the full fight card recap, the link is in the description, and it's going to be on screen at the end here. Don't forget to go back and watch our fighter interviews that we have. And don't forget to tune in live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, and you can join in on the fun.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It goes a long way. All right, everybody, thanks for watching that short clip from Story of the Fight.